Hey, JC here, JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue. That is Toledo, Ohio. 436-17 419-531-6097 www.jcscomicsandmore.com. We do have an Instagram also at JC's Comics and More. Check that out. Follow me. You'll get to see all kinds of cool stuff being posted. Chuck just did his job. He's going to have one more box to have to slice open. But let's see what's in this box. Let's see what kind of goodies we can be had. Let's see, as Guardians of the Galaxy, I see a Venom number 3. God, 4th printing. I see the Green Lantern, the regular cover, and I see the regular cover too. Spawn 291 in this box here. So let's get these things pulled out and put out so we can move everything around later tonight. And that's the number 91. We had the Virgin cover earlier, so we've got this cover now. So we got James Bond cover D. So we got the cover D's to put out. Got the new issue of Border Town. This is issue number 3 from Vertigo, DC's Vertigo line. Let's see, we got quite a few copies of the Green Lantern. There also is going to be a copy of the Green Lantern as part of Local Comic Shop Day. As stated before, some of the copies are very, very limited. My copies of the Green Lantern I've only got one copy. They did 500. I was limited to one copy. I'm going to grab that phone here in just a quick second. We'll make them let it ring a couple more times. I want to pull these Elvira photo covers out. Isn't that nice? That's some beautiful skeleton right there. I'm gonna pause this and take this call. It's an automated call, probably trying to sell me car insurance or somebody to help me with my student loan that I don't have. Here's the J. Lee 1 in 25 variant. So we've got 2 of those. We'll have those available for sale tomorrow. Previews gift guide. I'll check this out. We usually do not order extra copies of that. We've got the Spider-Geddon issue 3. This is the connecting cover. So if you got the other 2, you will certainly want to have this copy. Let's see if we can pull out a little bit. Let's see, we'll pull back in a little bit. We do have a few more of those connecting covers, so we'll just set those with the other Spider-Geddon covers. Again, I can't wait to read the new issue of Spider-Geddon. Okay, Grimm's Fairy Tales, issue number 23, The Fall of Camelot. That is cover A. So it's getting set aside for a customer. I see I've got the Ron Lim Infinity Wars covers. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the connecting covers to Infinity Wars issue 5. So, again, can't wait to read that. And we have the subscription cover to Battlestar Galactica. This is a reprint of the Walt Simonson Battlestar Galactica that came out many years ago. Let's see, we got the Curse of Brimstone here. Also, I see black and white covers of Green Lantern, the Green Lantern. Those might be the midnight variants. Initially, we were going to do the midnight release of the Green Lantern, but there was just so much other stuff I had to do, so that had to get pushed back to tomorrow. So they'll be here tomorrow. And plus, there's no reason for people to come out, get their DC comics, and they have to turn around and come back out and get the rest of their comics. So save you a little bit of time. These, let's see. I believe this is the Local Comic Shop Day to Cheryl Blossom. There's nothing on here to let you know, but I'm pretty sure there's no price on here, so this has to be the Local Comic Shop Day issue for that. Got a new issue of Witchblade set aside for a customer. These, again, I'm not sure if these are the regular variant covers or if this is the midnight release. I'm pretty sure this is the midnight release cover. It would certainly help if they had that posted on the comic itself. Sometimes they do stuff like this and they forgot to let us retailers know exactly which is which. But we've got more of those, so when I count those out, I'll know at that point. I can just do a process of elimination. Got the Umbrella Academy, They Call Me Quinn, issue number 2. Again, if you see Gerard Way at a show, tell him that his old buddy Hart Fisher from Boneyard Press is looking for him. Tell him he's at the show looking for him. You'll see his face get real white, and he'll probably start sweating a little bit. Unfortunately, Gerard does not want to give Hart any credit for helping start his career. And Hart Fisher's the type of person that he's a good guy to get along with, but you want to try to pull that game on him. Hart doesn't play that game. Here's the second printing to Nightwing number 50. We got the old noggin got shot there. Let's see, we got another issue of Van Helsing. I believe I had cover A before. This is cover B. Again, set aside for a customer. Got the Sideways Annual. These will probably be in high demand. It's got a new 52 Superman in there, by the way it looks. And this is cover A, so it must have been cover D on that other one. We've got Kitty's Cat House of Horror from Chapter House. The Halloween special, just in time for voting, November 6th. Here we've got the regular cover to Star Wars Han Solo Imperial Cadet. Make sure I've got some copies set aside for my Star Wars pool customers. Got the variant cover on Cross Eyes, no, Dead Rabbit. Dead Rabbit number 2. Got the Joe Linsner cover A. On Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Elvira, aside from looking very cool and very good, very good in person, this is the best you're going to get. Transformers Lost Light, again, set aside for customers. Here we've got Grimm's Fairy Tales, issue number C, The Fall of Camelot. This is going to be set aside, 2 copies set aside for a customer tomorrow. Wicked and Divine. The Funnies number 1. This is a one-shot, and that's set aside for a regular customer. A lot of books these days we're trying to order strictly to sell out or very low numbers. Here's the cover A to Deathstroke Arkham. I'm sure the cover B to issue 37 is already going for $20 on eBay or some nonsense like that. This is cover A to Umbrella Academy. So like I said before, we do have the Asgardians of the Galaxy. This is issue number 3. Says the Infinity Wars tie-in. This has a Dale Keown cover. It'd be nice to see Dale Keown actually draw an actual comic these days. Doing covers is great, but I want to see you do an actual comic. Here's the Hack cover C, Elvira cover. We've got some more of the Green Lantern regular covers. We're going to have to check those out. Just make sure there's no variants that were snuck in there, as the companies like to do these days. Another one of the covers to the Jim Henson's Beyond the Dark Crystal. We've got the Uncanny X-Men Infinity Wars cover, featuring the young X-Men that were pulled from time into the present. And here we've got the Uncanny X-Men cover for Immortal Hulk. And I think this is not Alan Davis. Let's see if it tells on the inside who did this particular variant cover. Now we have to find where they've got the page. Okay, Carlos Pacheco did this cover. So very nice Carlos Pacheco cover for Immortal Hulk. Here we've got issue 52 of Nightwing. I thought issue 53 just came out. Nope, issue 52. This is the cover aid to 52. Let's see, we've got the Star Wars Galactic Icons variant. This is number 32 of 36, as these variants are coming to an end. And again, we're going to have some customers that are going to be very psyched for those, so I'll make sure that those are set aside for them. This, I believe, is cover C to Kick-Ass. Not many copies left here, so really don't hesitate. Justice League issue number 11. That's the variant cover on that. I forgot that was coming out this week. That's part of the whole Drowned Earth storyline. And that cover, of course, is a tribute to Jason Momoa as Aquaman. So we do have quite a few of those. I think that might be a Josh Middleton cover. So we know how hot the Josh Middleton covers can be. Here we have GoBots number 1. This is for local comic shop day. It will be made available on that Saturday. Here we've got that Venom number 3 4th printing. We've got X-23. This is the Uncanny X-Men. This is the Terry Dotson cover to that. We've got Leviathan. This is cover B on Leviathan. And we've got issue number 2, more 2s. This is cover B's on Blackbird. This is the Green Lantern. This is the variant cover on the Green Lantern. I think that's a Frank Quietly cover. So that means that black and white cover was the midnight release cover. So we'll have those available tomorrow for people. Can't wait to sit down and read this to see how this is. A little skeptical sometimes on Grant Morrison's work. This is cover B to Road of the Dead from IDW. Got Van Helsing. That is the cover D. One of those will be set aside. The other will go out on the stands. So we've got the new issue of Deadpool. Issue number 6 of Deadpool. So Deadpool fans unite. Uncle Scrooge, My First Millions, issue number 2. Marvel Knights, that's the regular cover on the Marvel Knights, the 20th anniversary of Marvel Knights. And it looks like the only other book in here is one of the connecting covers to WWF. So you got Alexis Bliss, you got Goldberg, you got, some of the other wrestlers there, but this is being set aside for a customer as well. So we're going to pause this and then go get that last final box. Okay, last box here. Last thing for Chuck to do before he retires from the just over 14 minutes, so let's see if we can burn through this pretty fast. Got some of the Uncanny X-Men for the launch party. Again, that's next week. Got some more air. Got another copy of Mad. There's a customer wanted 2 copies. I was only able to get him 1 copy last week, so he's going to be very happy to get both copies. And we've got and again, these are for local comic shop day. Get the Rick and Morty Treasury editions. So we'll have these available on local comic shop day. I want to say that these are like $19.99. So, as stated, the only shop in the area that will be carrying anything like this. These are for the midnight release, so these will be given out tomorrow while they last. Got some promo posters from DC and Marvel. I see the new issue of Suicide Squad Black Files is in here. And also I just saw the Walking Dead variant copies with Jesus on the front. Cover art by Bill Sienkiewicz. Very nicely done. Again, going to be one of the first comics we'll be reading once we have all these invoiced out. So we've got the Star Wars action figure variant. I see the Ron Lim Infinity Wars variants also. These are some of the Ron Lim covers. Of course, Ron took over for George Perez on the original Infinity Gauntlet. Would like to see him get a little bit more regular work. And the shop steward is looking forward to his new issue of My Little Pony, so he's going to be very happy about that. We've got the cover B, to Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Another copy of The Empty Man from IDW. We got 2 copies there. Let's see, another copy of Die, Kitty Die. Or Die Kitties Die. Take off on an EC cover. And we've got the Uncanny X-Men covers to Deadpool. The Salvador cover on that. That's a very nice cover. Got the new issue of Shatterstar. If there was any sort of X-Men covers that were available on this, I did not order enough to get them. The same with the Asgardians of the Galaxy. I can't remember if they did covers on those or not. Got the Van Helsings, and we see that we've got a damaged copy right there that'll get set aside. But I had 2 of them. This one's okay for my 1 customer. And the same with these Grimm's Fairy Tales. We've got 2 copies. We've got 2 customers that will want that cover. And finally, we do see some variants or some damages. These X-23s are damaged. And it looks like we got some Doctor Stranges that are damaged as well. So that's too bad. And almost all of these Doctor Stranges were damaged. Again, that's a shame. We've got that. That's okay. It's one of those, I think, a 1 in 25 variant. We've got these Green Arrows. These seem to be okay, so these seem to have escaped the damages. And we've got another Van Helsing cover, cover C, that is in good shape. We've got the cover, one of these cover A's, Too Crowded. So we've got those. And then we've got Bully Wars. This is cover B. Got a couple of those. And Death of the Inhumans, issue 5. We do have some covers of that. I've got somebody in the room up at the register, so we're going to pause this. And it's too bad we got these damaged covers there. We'll pause this, come back, and finish this up. Okay, we've got less than 10 minutes, so let's hurry up with this. Star Wars Adventure, Destroyer Down. There's just one cover to that. So make sure that those Star Wars issues are set aside. We've got the regular issue 2 Champions. We had the X-Men cover by Rob Liefeld earlier. That's the regular cover. And it looks like we have the Deathstroke variant covers, and these all appear to be good. Again, these things are probably going for $20 or more on eBay right now. New issue Typhoid Fever X-Men. This is the one shot. I think this is the connecting cover. There should be 2 more covers to that. I see we do have a James Bond in here. We had cover D. This is cover C. And this is the local comic shop day cover to Green Lantern. We'll find out what this is going for on the day that comes out. It's not $4.99, but this is limited to 500 copies. So this will be available on local comic shop day. And these are also variant covers to Marvel Knights #1, local comic shop day editions. We got 2 copies of those that'll be available. The new issue of Redlands from Image. And we've got Justice League #11. This is Drawn to Earth Part 2. We had the Aquaman cover earlier. Got some more of that's Justice League 11s. Adventures of the Super Sons #4. No takeoff on House of Mystery cover. And the rest of the Super Sons, those are good. So far it was just that one side that was damaged. We'll see how the rest of these books here look. I see some more of those Typhoid Marys. This actually is the connecting cover because you can see Spider-Man's foot there. And then the next issue will be with Iron Fist. So you've got the Green Arrow variant cover right there. Very nice. Got the cover A to Leviathan. Auntie Agatha's Home for Wayward Rabbits. So we've got several rabbit books in this week. There's the regular cover to Harley Quinn #53. It's got a word bubble on it, word balloon on it, which is always cool. Comics don't do that very often any longer. So it's always cool to see the word balloons. Weapon X #25, one of the last issues of that series. Marvel likes to cancel books quickly. Let's just take a quick look. Might be just one more issue to go. Maybe issue 26 might be the last issue. Okay, we got Suicide Squad, Black Files. These are all self-contained stories. Let's see, we have some more James Bond, and here's a James Bond. John Cassaday cover. This is cover B. So our cover A's are missing yet. And there might be a cover F as well. X-Men Red. This is coming to an end soon. Did have a cover that was damaged. This is a packing damage. Got Death of the Inhumans, issue number 5. So I am missing, did not get my James Bond cover A's. Those I got shorted. But that's it for these comics. As always, if you like these videos, subscribe. And if you do subscribe, make sure you smash that bell for notifications. Other than that, thanks for watching.